Oh, working hard. That's what I do. All right, this is the compost pile. Um, um, Courtesy of the local trees and the chickens. I'm taking this, and it's not even it's probably turned not even once, maybe once or twice, but it breaks down on its own. It's good enough. They go a hawk looking for a chicken. Chickens I put up though. I had them out a while ago, and it's coming to this. I did not till um, this season, this year. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You can't see the fifth bed. It's kind of covered up with the wood chips. But what I did do is I tarped it for about 3 weeks. Killed off the weeds. And I'm just trying to get this to the no-till point, and I think I'm almost there. So I tarped it. I hit it with the with this tool. Taking a video talking break. Hit it with the broad fork. That's this right here. And I'm in sweating. Yeah, which is good. I need this when I work. The Lord talked to me, and my ideas come back, my mind come back, and the same things keep coming up, and that's what I work on. So eventually, maybe even this fall, I'm gonna set up a little fruit stand where the tarp is. It's gotta be something that's movable, because I come in and out of here with trailers and all that stuff. But set up a fruit stand, and that's gonna be the official start of the Hebrew Homestead. You see that? The Hebrew Homestead. You can't see that sign. That's gonna be the start of my garden, my market. It's my little fruit stand. Thank you, KK, for making this sign. Shakayla. That's my niece, by the way. And yeah. So I tilled this the first year and the second year because it was nasty. It was dry, it was hard, it was clay, it was a lot of rocks. I probably pulled not that much rock out of there, but I probably pulled something quarter the size, that size of rocks. A lot of the rocks in this bed is sitting over there. And in this, I'm not gonna start talking. It's in this French drain that's around my tiny house. So, yeah, I'm gonna get back to work. Just want to show this little progress. So it went from a till bed, and now it's soft enough. Because it got to be soft for you to do no dig. It's got to be soft enough for you to broad fork it. You put the broad fork in this hard stuff, and like I did the first year, you'll bend your fork. You're wasting time. So you till it at least the first time. And I did it the second time, and this year, actually I do it twice in the season, twice in a year. But this year, it was soft enough I didn't have to till it. And now I just broad fork it, add this compost to it. I'm gonna add some more and put a little wood chips in the center lanes, and bam. What we got going on here? Bam, yeah. It'll be a raised bed. From there, you just add more compost every season. And with this method, we'll see, it'll be less weeds, and eventually no weeds, because you're not turning the soil and you're not exposing the seeds. You're just adding compost and planting new plants in front and top of it. And that is what the chickens, when I originally got them, were for. Because when I first came down here, I was not eating meat. Well, I'm eating it now, but and some people was wondering, why you got chickens? You don't even eat meat. But I was eating eggs. It was for the eggs and for the compost piles. They feed your piles. It's a cost, but it's a good nutrition. The compost piles. And I'm gonna stop right there because I go on now and I gotta get back to work. This is just a quick video. That's my compost pile. I'm gonna probably go through all of that and the beds I'm doing with these greens that we're gonna plant. And I'm taking a walk and talking break. These are all greens. 2 of them collard, 1 of them's head bunch. None of them are they got something that look like cabbage. I don't like those because I get them confused with the cabbage. Those are all greens. And finally, I'm getting to the no-till in my beds. And that was a lot of work. This is my 3rd year, or probably 6th season, because you get 2 seasons down here. And these are all head cabbages. You got a little bit of wood chips in the middle. Help maintain the thing. And I put some onions in between the cabbages. So I put two or three onions in between each cabbage. And we'll see if that keep the moths away, keep the moths down. So that's it. That's my break. It's over. I'm cooled off. And also I started mulching. This one got some mulch. This is muscadine vine. I'm gonna give it some on the other side and a little bit along out there because I'm pretty sure the roots are out there now. Put some more mulch over here, mulch the other side. Mulch all my trees, and that's it. But yes, the market is coming, and when I get the market, eventually, that'll be my work. When I get to that point when the market is the goal is for my homestead to be my full-time job. So when I get to that point where the homestead is all I need, I'll be proof of life. That'll be proof of life, and I'll be ready to build on any piece of land. So that's the goal. Eventually the mini market will be right here. You know, as long as I stick with stuff that come out the ground, nobody got nothing to say. It's just will be a chook or whatever they call it, open air market, just like a little produce stand. As long as you stay on your property, nobody has anything to say, and this is definitely my property. So, as cheap as it is or was, that was the point of buying it, was the ownership. So, here we go, back to work. The no-till is getting me a little excited. We'll see if that works. Because once you get them beds up to that point, there'll be a lot more producing and a lot less work. Tilling is a lot of work. Because every time you till, after you plant your plants, what's coming up next is the weeds. So you gotta hoe. You gotta get the weeds out like every week. And if you don't, you'll get this. So eventually, as you keep adding the compost to it, what you'll plant underneath the compost will stay in the ground. Here go my leftover beets trying to come back. And yeah, you get the weed take over, the pressure. So I'm not stressed by it because I know that it's part of the process. If you have heavy machinery, you could till this into the ground, which acts as soil building, But my tiller is, it's a walk behind. It's not heavy duty. So all that does is clog up my tiller. It makes a lot of work. So I cut them down and then kind of till them in. But you still got to pull that stuff out the tiller. It's not like a tractor where you come through, with all that weight and cut up the soil and till in. That's different. I ain't got that much land. I don't have a tractor. So you're doing it by hand, which is a tiller. It works. So eventually, I won't have to till so much on these smaller plots. That's a better idea. If I had a big 1 acre plot where I come across with a tractor, I do stuff a little bit different, because when you come by to do the weeds and where you set up rows and stuff, it's different. So this is the small community, small farm type process. All right, back to work. But let me be honest. Let me show you this one more time, because this is very exciting to me. Yeah. Just adding the stuff on top. I'll show you the after picture when I'm done. That's cool beans.